I've met so many people earning so much, getting so less views.
Yeah.
I just thought, this is dumb. I'm doing this the wrong way around. I need to spend more time in the business than making content. So I just left it. And then started a new one. And it was the right decision.
You weren't doing some videos for the old one and some for the new. You just cut it cold turkey.
No, I did. So what I was originally going to do was I realized I needed a business channel to teach people marketing on YouTube. And I was going to have the YouTube growth. And I was like, I'll run them simultaneously. I'll outsource everything on the new channel. So I was like, I don't want to write any scripts. I don't want to do a thing. I'll just shoot the thing. And just see what happens. Can I scale a channel without really being much involved?
Yeah, it's interesting.
And then I was getting the scripts back and I was like, and then I thought, oh, screw it, I'll start writing them. And I was like, oh, I'd much prefer this. So I realized as well, the lead quality coming in from the other channel was far superior.
From the new one?
Yeah. And I was like, oh, this is going to make me so much more. And it's easier and it's more sustainable long term.
Yeah.
So I just thought, screw it, I'll start again.
Higher conversion rates or people with more money to spend?
Both.
Yeah.
YouTube, say if I get 250,000 views on my other channel, 30% are in India, 30% are 18. Right? So when you look at YouTube, people are like, look how many views that person's get. And I often look at their channel and I know who that viewer is. You're targeting an audience who's massive with no money. So people are like, must be making loads. I'm like, they're not, because they're making content for the wrong audience. So if we look at the two channels side by side, the current one might get like 10,000 views a video. The other one might get, say, 250,000. But I'm probably not that far off in terms of the right audience size on the smaller channel versus the other one, right? So most people were wrong on the other one. Still a lot are wrong on my new one, but it's not that different in terms of the people I want.
Yeah.
Why is that? So is that because you're lasering the messaging?
That is because I'm talking about things that the right people care about. Like, they don't care about Mr. Beast. Most of my clients are 40 plus. They only care about Mr. Beast because their kids are watching it. So Film Booth was talking about Mr. Beast because it's easy to get views. This is like email marketing via an YouTube funnel. It's very different, right?
Yeah.
So that messaging is tailoring to a different audience with different problems.
Yeah, it's kind of similar. They still want to grow, but they want to generate views and sales from YouTube.
Okay.
Whereas if I want tons of views, I'll just drop the bit about business. As you see it on my channel, if I don't put business in the title, it gets less views. So that was it, really. At the end of the day, it's marketing. It's basic. You just put your messaging where the right people are, right? And before I was putting it to a very broad audience full of kids and people all over the world. Now I put it in front of middle-aged people in America, just from different titles and topics.
I think that's really hard for people to do, even if they understand the validity of the idea that some audiences are worth a lot more, because there is ego to it. Even if you have a lot of ego, when you have a YouTube channel, everyone else knows it. And so your friends are like, oh, you're spending all this time on this channel and you're getting 500 views. Yeah, well, I'm making, $100,000 a month.
Yeah.
But you're not going to say that. People are like, I want to get the views. And, it wouldn't be that bad. I'll just do some entertainment stuff to bring in the views. And then I'll get some people who are interested in the backside. It's not the way it works, because the algorithm then finds those people that are just there for entertainment. So I think that's why people are hesitant to do that, to really focus on a niche and not worry about views.
Well, I'm lucky because that's my message. Because I have software that tracks sales. I say, look, this video got hardly any views and look how much it made me.
Yeah.
So people see the benefit of it.
Yeah.
But look, I'll start again and I'm going to make more with less views. And that's exactly what happened. So I feel like the story of building that channel and starting again was a better story.
Can we break down those numbers? So I think from the start, when you had these kind of evergreen products, what were you doing like per month and what was the rough view count? Then the cohort, and then kind of how that exploded afterwards.
So it went from 1 million, 2 million to 4.5 million.
This is annual revenue, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So doubled 3 years in a row. It was 1 million when I was doing the broad one, 2 million when I niched down, and then this year was 4.5. Well, I got better at business as well. It's not quite the fairest comparison, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, my views this year on my channel, maybe like 1.2 million. My monthly views on Film Booth, about 1 million.
Wow.
About 10 times less views for 4.5 times the money.
What were you selling back then? What products were you selling? Was it group coaching or was it like all info products?
Started with one-to-one calls. Then I was like, because I'd left my company, October 21, I left my company. I thought, I'm going back to zero now. Like, there was a bit of ad revenue. And I had a bit of call money coming in. Thought I'll launch I'll just knock something up really quick.
Was that the thumbnail?
Yeah, it was like a thumbnail workshop. So it was a live event. But I'll just push it out to my email list, who I'd like never emailed. I didn't realize this. I went back the other day to look at when I started email marketing, and I thought I had a much bigger email list that I'd been emailing for ages, and then I started advertising.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I had an email list I'd never emailed that I'd just been building. And when I built this thumbnail thing, I thought, how do I sell this? Because if you put it in a YouTube video, it doesn't really work. So I thought, I'll just send an email to the list. I remember being like, I'm going to get so much hate just emailing this list. And I hit it, and $7,000 appeared. I thought, what? Wow. No one complained. I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. And then I just sold that on demand. And then...
So you recorded that, started selling it on demand.
Yeah.
How much?
It was like $50 or something, $35. And then as soon as I saw the money come in, I thought, I need to do something else. So I built something slightly bigger. So I built like another workshop that was recorded I was so ill when I shot it. If you look back here, I'm like, I think every course I've ever shot, I'm so ill because I burned myself out building them. But I sold that for $145.
The live thing or the afterwards?
The next one, in the January, a few months later. Still hadn't emailed any value to this list. Just hit send.
Okay.
I was like, boom, $25,000. I was like, what is going on? This is crazy. Oh no, I think it was $14,000. It came on $20,000. So I had now these two little products and my calls selling. My calls were blocked out for 3 months.
Why were you still doing the calls at this point?
Or why not increasing the cost?
I used to do Thursday, and I would do 8 hours back to back. The first 8-hour day I did back to back. I didn't book in lunch or any breaks in between. So I basically needed the toilet for like 8 hours. My girlfriend at the time was like bringing me drinks. I'm trying to eat a sandwich whilst they're not looking at me on the call. I'm like, just drop something. Nom, 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 nom. And then I did that, and then I just kept putting the price up, and eventually got to the point where I'd do like 3 hours, and I was charging like $1,000 a call or something. But then that was kind of my bread and butter, so I didn't want to get rid of it. But then when I'd seen the success of all this other stuff, I thought, now you need to build something bigger. So I thought, I'll build something that's going to cost $3,000, and that was like a 10-week program. So I spent quite a long time. It was like 6 months working on that.
What a great feeling, though, because when you quit your job spraying the fertilizer, you were probably taking a big swing, you know?
I've done work? Every time I quit, people are like, you're mad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And leaving that great job at the fertilizer.
Yeah, they were like, I was like, yeah, I know, but I don't like it. And my parents always said to me, just do the thing that makes you happy. Yeah. So I just stuck to that. So that's why I shut my business the other day, because I was like, not making me happy anymore.
Yeah, I want to talk
like,
about
you're
that
making so much money. I was like, well, I'm going to do something else now.
So, yeah, I mean, you've tried a lot of different things, especially in this last year. And that is, I mean, even for me, the biggest decision is how do you monetize? There's so many people who are all about like, no, you got to do live events and then, sell the upsell beforehand and the group before. No, you have to have info products. No, info products aren't working anything with LLMs, all these different things. Group coaching is the way, high ticket's the way. No, then you're excluding the low people. Like, what are some of the things you've tried in the last 2 years, if you don't mind going through it? And what are some of the maybe counterintuitive learnings that you've had?
I've done low ticket, I've done membership, I've done mid ticket, high ticket, and then like 10K high ticket.
That's a group coaching?
Yeah, so I did a 3K one, which went up to 5K, and then this one ended up at 10K. Group, I've done two live calls a week, Discord support.
With groups or with individuals?
Groups.
Okay, yeah.
So there's a lot, like at the moment, there's like 300 people in my group, so it's there's a lot going on. So, but people like that idea because you charge 10K, right? So it's like, to make 10 sales, you make $100,000.
Yeah.
So people go that way because the money's good, but not that many people stay. Because when the money's high, the stakes are higher. Also, if you attract the wrong people, which most people do, I reject 50 to 60% of the applications, you get people who will give you their money, but they're not ready for what you've built, and they become a nightmare. And this is where all the stress and the headaches, and you can't actually help them. And and this is how a lot of high-ticket offers scale. They don't really care. They're more playing a game of, let's just assume 20% of people will ask for a refund, close as many people as we can, and just take the cash. I couldn't do. So the high ticket thing's good for money, but it just got to a point where I looked at it and thought, same with everything I did, this isn't quite the thing. And then the high ticket thing, which I've been doing for the last 2 years, which I've spent ages building, like I've rebuilt it so many times to make it better and better and better. I just thought, to get to 9 million or 10 million a year, I just have to do stuff I don't like doing. You can delegate, but it means ads. It means monitoring that. It means more sales team. It means more team. All the things I hate doing, it means I have to do. I was like, well, I can stay where I am and maintain a lot of money, but then you're not There's no creative development or personal development. It's just staying still. And I was like, that doesn't excite me. Growing it doesn't excite me. What does?